हमें भी पहले चाय बहुत पसंद थी, लेकिन फिर यश बन्ना ने हमें बताया कि जो ज्यादा चाय पीता है उसका रंग सांवला हो जाता है। आप चाय मत पीजिए, नहीं तो आप भी सांवली हो जाएंगी ना, प्लीज।
You know, one of the major topics that we have spoken on this channel is the glaring age gap that keeps on widening between male and female actors in Bollywood. This is a callback to acknowledge and understand that consenting adults are partaking in these fictional roles to become romantic interests in front of camera. So technically, from a legal standpoint, there is nothing problematic about it, right? But I find it fascinating on how certain casting decisions are simply taken with respect to the relevance of the individual with the star, rather than it being age appropriate to the setting of the fictional world. So Sai Manjrekar gets cast opposite Salman Khan and Sara Ali Khan with Akshay Kumar and Dhanush in her upcoming film. Again, not to sound like a prude, but even when I see Ananya, I mean, more power to her for trying, but portrayed in an extremely sexualized manner as the hot girl in Pati Patni Aur Wo, her decked up makeup, cheeky hemline dress with her baby face all seemed a bit uncomfortable to me. I mean, all of them are adults and we've had young actresses play such bold roles for many decades. And I understand it is all based on selling a film, so you get actors who are marketable. But in today's social climate, especially the young actresses and their pairings with stars, especially in a time where capable, in the appropriate age bracket, actresses are available and craving for work, it just seemed like a bit odd and creepy to me. The same people who will hate me for this opinion get uncomfortable when Ishan Khattar and Tabu are cozying up in a suitable boy. At least in that case, the script demands for it. Most of the time, it doesn't. And I want to reiterate that these widening age gaps between actors is not exclusive to Bollywood, but is an ongoing problem in commercial Tamil and Telugu cinema as well, especially the star-led films. Getting that point aside, I needed my weekly dose of cringe. As it's been a dry week with releases, I feel like an addict who isn't getting his fix. This is an addiction and I cope with my problem by having the ability to somehow integrate it into my work. अब लोग cringe upload नहीं कर रहे हैं movie releases के साथ, तो हम ढूंढ तो सकते हैं ना?
We need that cringe, come on!
और भाई, Jami, why the hell did you give me an entire lecture of age gaps in Bollywood in the introduction? Because ladies and gentlemen, I have found possibly the most tone-deaf and problematic show that went on for 31 episodes at 8:30 p.m. until finally there was a petition with over 1 lakh signatures to scrap it. I somehow stumbled upon a show titled Pehredaar Piya ki. Sounds like an Emmy-winning show already, right? I wondered what was the hoo-ha around this show. Is it really that bad? Did the Indian audience overreact, or was the movement against the show justified? So I put on my cringe-reflecting glasses and took a deep dive into the world of the love story between a 9-year-old Ratan Mansingh and 18-year-old Diya. Yep, you heard that right. That is the plot of the show. The show is set in Rajasthan in this palace called Kesar Mahal. Yes, that one. Which, like most of the palaces in the state, have been transformed into a hotel. This is a world where women are excited about their fathers marrying them off to whosoever they choose. And that seems to be the end-all and be-all for life in general. I mean, come on, what can be the purpose of Indian women in daily soaps except marriage, right? Nothing has changed. But the hilarious part about this show is that while its messaging is extremely problematic, it lacks basic logic as well. A 9-year-old is head over heels for a girl who is 18, he stalks her, ogles at her, takes her pictures without her consent, and even protects her from cockroaches. This also transitions to a slow-motion romantic scene where they lock eyes with each other, and when shit hits the fan and the little kid's father is attacked and the mother passes away, while he is aching in the hospital bed, his wish is that Diya gets married to the 9-year-old, as he fears the son's life is in danger, conspiring family members and a large inheritance of wealth. But you would assume, right? Diya is being instructed to do so because she is the embodiment of Angelina Jolie from Tomb Raider or Halle Berry from John Wick, right? Nah, bhai. Logic hai, get wife and Mangal Sutra guarantees protection for life. Even if she is literally the embodiment of the subservient and docile Indian Bahu. Does it get worse? Does it have moments that will simply make your skin crawl? Bruh, I haven't even scratched the surface. I mean, you have so many sequences that made my skin crawl and made me wonder how this was greenlit in the first place. You know, in the description of the show, the makers describe it as a platonic relationship between the husband and wife. But it's hilarious because most of these conversations that they have, you may envision them to be between married couples. Every time the characters find themselves at crossroads, they reference Shadi Ka Pavitra Bandhan. And that acts as a defense for child marriage as well. What's crazy is that while I see the little kid interact with the girl, I wondered on how creepy it would would have been. It's already creepy, by the way. If the genders had been reversed, can you imagine an adult male interacting with a little girl child the same way? Do you remember the haunting sequence when Rahul Bose's character interacts with a newly-wed little girl in Bulbul? It would have been as haunting and disturbing. There are several creepy moments throughout the show, which should have been red flags for the public and the creators in general. I mean, you have a 9-year-old who shares his small bed with his new wife and assures her that he will protect her when he turns off the lights. And if she's scared, she can hold his hand as well. The little kid, while being oblivious to the fact that he is a child, is also a product of archaic traditions and thoughts. So while he is having tea with his wife, he makes sure that he reminds her that she should keep her tea drinking to the minimum.
हम नहीं चाहते कि हमारी परी सावली हो।
This
I mean, on television at 8:30 p.m. when families get together to watch these shows, do you think it's a wise decision to have a 9-year-old as a sign of love and devotion to put a sindoor on an adult? We are to watch these sequences as if they are romantic? Like any other show, there are of course vamps and female characters that are purely evil and want to eliminate the young king and his new wife. But some of the pranks or the devious plans that they execute are borderline sick for Indian television. I mean, you have sisters who arrange a Suhagrat night for the couple and smirk and grin only to act dumb and ask nonchalantly whether anything was wrong. I mean, what kind of sick and twisted jokes are these? I mean, you've got a household जहाँ पर हर दिन कोई रस्म रिवाज चलते रहता है. The husband is getting ready for school and the wife is arranging his uniform and there's a plan to go for a honeymoon.
जिनकी नई नई शादी होती है ना, वो दोनों हनीमून के लिए जाते हैं। फिर वो दोनों बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स फॉर लाइफ बन जाते हैं।
This show honestly tests every limit possible. The show is so problematic that even known actors from the industry were pointing out its serious issues for being on air on national television, and for that itself were trolled on Twitter. Eventually, after 31 episodes, this show went off air. But you can guess what the creators did to revive the same concept, right? Let's just make our little prince older and continue the love story. The show eventually became Rishta Likhenge Hum Naya, where our Ratan Man Singh grows up and has an adult and consensual relationship with Diya, who is still protecting him at all costs.
ले भोसड़ी के बेटे बेटे ओ बेटा मौज कर दी हाँ मौज कर दी वाह बेटे वाह अरे वाह शेर तुम तो
I've realized till no one really cares or pays close attention, a lot of shit can fly on Indian television. I'm sure there are so many other shows that are equally as problematic, but they just get lost due to just the volume of content on TV. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below whether you have some video ideas for our channel. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.